Ahoy! Okay, so Anna, I just wanted to ask you to tell us a little bit about yourself, and yeah, let's start with that. First, welcome to the podcast
Thank you.
Spark.
Well, my name is Anne and I'm 23 years old from the Netherlands. I love nature and I'm currently studying biology and focusing everything there on the ecology department with a special interest in insects.
Okay,
So,
cool.
yeah.
What brought you here?
Well, we have to do one internship abroad, which is supposed to be like 10 weeks at least. But I could also use it as my research internship if it's a bit higher level.
Okay.
So I was like, well, if I have the chance to go abroad for 20 weeks, then let's do that. Well, I mean, if you ask a biologist which country they want to go to, Costa Rica is always pretty high in the list. So I thought, why not look something up, see if there's anything available, and then I found this place through a Dutch site called Stagemarkt.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's for internships,
yeah.
right? Okay.
And I mean, it looked good, and I got excited, and I emailed them right away. They were like, "Oh yeah, we still have a spot."
Okay.
So.
Cool.
And
that was it.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was
Cool.
quite easily. Well, not easily because of course it's quite scary to go abroad for such a long time, but
Of course.
so
Yeah.
I was just like, we're gonna do it, end of story.
We're gonna have a car passing by. I was expecting you then to come home, but c'est la vie. Okay, so were you scared doing this?
Yeah,
Why?
I guess less scared than I expected. I didn't really stress much in the days leading up to leaving home, but for me it was the first time to leave home by myself to go travel, and it was on the other side of the world, and for 5 months. So it was a lot of big firsts for me. Yeah.
Any regrets?
No.
Would you change anything if you could?
I would stay even longer, to be honest. But
Okay.
I mean, I have to go back and finish my studies, so it wasn't really possible anyways.
Maybe you can ask Martin and Hanneke to stay here for forever.
That would be nice. That would be really nice, but I'll come back someday. Yeah.
Cool. I think everybody says that at some point here.
There's also a lot of people that end up coming back later. Yeah, after a few years.
Cool. Yeah, they probably miss the nature. Cool. What are your dreams also, for the future?
I'm hoping to travel a lot more because coming here has proved for me that this is just what I want to do. So I'm really excited to, I guess, have all these new opportunities. It's not really something I've thought about growing up much because I've been busy with other stuff. But now it's really something I brings me a lot of joy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you also want to work in this
Yeah.
field?
Yeah.
But you don't have any plans, right?
No, nothing specific. I'd love to be able to travel and combine work with that. So volunteer in certain places or be part of some research stuff in the ecology field that's going on all different parts of the world.
And to be honest, you didn't even plan for Costa Rica and it happened, so
yeah.
I think it's even better if you don't plan it, just poof, there
I'll
it
just
is.
see maybe through someone else I'll hear about something or I'll see something on the internet and be like, oh, that sounds cool.
Cool.
And then just try that.
I hope it works. I don't hope, I know that it will work. Do you have any other hobbies as well, besides biology?
I've done a year of art school as well before I started my biology studies, and that's still, it was a hobby during my childhood mostly, and then art school kind of fucked it up a bit.
Okay, yeah. Well.
But now I'm starting to get back into the more creative stuff as well, and I also see nature subjects coming back there, so that's also nice, just combining all that stuff.
Perfect. So you're combining art and nature, and it's making you like happier.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. What would you say to the people listening to the podcast if they have like a dream that they want to follow or do something? It doesn't have to be spectacular, like leaving your country for half a year or like something like that. What would you say to them?
I guess find out what's holding you back, but also don't listen too much to all that stuff, because there could be a lot of reasons, like you're scared or think it's not going to work out, or other people are telling you like this is way too much, it's not something realistic. Just try it. If you feel like it's something you want to do and it's gonna make you happy, just go for it. And if it doesn't work out, it doesn't, and you also learn from that, and otherwise you're gonna be like having amazing experiences and just becoming, I guess, more yourself and a happier person.
Exactly. And no regrets, right?
No.
Because then, like,
No.
even if you
either
don't like
learn
it,
from it, or
exactly,
you'll enjoy it. Yeah.
you learn or you enjoy,
Or both.
or both.
That's the best.
Usually it's both,
Yeah.
because even in the worst
Yeah.
experiences, you have those really cool moments.
Yeah.
So, are you proud of yourself?
I think so. It's like a hard thing for me to say, but looking back where I was a couple of years ago, I can say that little me would be proud.
Okay. And did this experience change you in a way?
Yeah, I think mostly it just proved to me that I can just do stuff if I want to do it, even if people are telling me, oh, well, 5 months is a long time and you're not gonna have so much fun and I think it's gonna be hard. Just believe in yourself. If it feels good, it will turn out good. Yeah.
Cool. Do you also have some other really big dreams or plans, or small ones? Doesn't matter. I hate the motorcycle in the back. And he just decided to do it right now.
Yeah. Well, apart from traveling and working in like the nature ecology field, I'd love to get my diving like certificate someday, and also get my own little van to travel in. That's also one of the bigger dreams, I guess.
Okay. I hope you come to Slovenia with your van.
That would be cool.
If you come, I will show you all the cool places that are like also touristic, but also like pure nature.
Yeah.
So I really mean it. Okay. Any last words you want to say or add? Maybe we missed something.
No.
Okay.
Not necessarily.
Yeah, cool. Thank you for the time, and I hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah, I did.
And I really can't wait for you to post things that I can check how you are doing on Instagram.
Yeah, we'll keep in touch.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Bye-bye. Ahoy.
Ahoy.
Okay. Hello, Daan.
Hello, Tiasha.
Welcome to the podcast Spark. I wanted to ask you some things about yourself, so to introduce yourself a little bit.
Yeah, well, thank you. My name is Daan George. I study applied biology on what in the Netherlands is called MBO4. In English, I think it's middle management training,
Okay,
if I'm correct. And I'm here to be a part of the ELAB, which I don't know if other people talked about it, but it's the
What is it?
effect of historic land use on biodiversity and biomass.
This is your project here.
Well, it's part of it, yeah.
Okay.
Because I also work with the camera traps to put everything in the Excel file.
Okay.
And the field guide.
And which year are you now doing?
I'm in the second year.
Okay.
So after this, I'll go to South Africa in the third year for 8 weeks.
To do also another project?
To do an internship. There is one that we do with the whole class.
Okay.
This one is more like a single internship.
Nice. Are you excited?
Yeah, of course. It's always good to be able to travel the world for your school.
I would say so. Okay, so what brought you here? How did you find it?
Well, when we were informed about our internships, I was told to go to a certain website and then you can see which internships fit your education. And then I basically saw this one and it looks very cool. Then I clicked on the website and I was just brought back by the fact to help the restoration of the rainforest, which I think is a very important goal to.
Okay, so that was the needle mover for you, that you decided, okay, that is what I want to do.
Yeah, and there were other students from my school that went there, and I talked with them. They all said it's very fun to do.
Okay, cool. So far, do you like it?
Yeah, it's the best thing I could have imagined.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any regrets?
Any regrets? Not bringing my heat camera.
Okay, yeah, that would be nice. I also regret that because I want to see it. Maybe you can bring it to Africa.
Yeah, I hope so. But because we go with the whole school, they will also take a lot of things that we usually use in the field.
Would you change anything if you could?
Rent a car.
Well, you still have a few days, but probably it's not enough, right?
No, and my knee is fucked up.
Do you want to come back to Costa Rica?
Yeah, I'll definitely come back with friends to travel more of the country.
Also to here, or just?
Yeah, I'll probably come back here someday as well, because I'm curious to see the progress they would have made in 10 years.
And what was the highlight of your stay here?
The highlight. Just being allowed to go into the jungle 2 days a week and actually climbing in a ladder into trees, measuring everything, climbing up hills and stuff. This is like a childhood dream for a lot of boys and girls, I believe.
Yeah.
As you can imagine.
So cool. I'm glad that you could like experience it, and that you're like 23, so you still have 24. You still have a lot of time to do other things that you want.
Oh yeah, let's hope so.
What would you do? Like, what would be your goal for the future? What is your dreams for the future?
Currently, I'm hoping to become an ecological advisor.
Okay, in the Netherlands?
In the Netherlands, probably.
Okay.
But I'll see what other opportunities there are. I'd like to be able to work abroad as well, but I'll see if it's possible.
So maybe combined?
Yeah, maybe.
Okay. And what would you advise to the people listening to the podcast that maybe are dreaming to do something, like, I don't know, they have a goal, they have a dream, not even like really big ones, but also small ones? What would you advise them?
I would say it's always better to just try it and fail instead of being 80 years old and thinking, I wish I would have tried. So just try it. Even if you fail, at least you can say that you tried.
Amen to that.
Yeah.
And you also learn, right? So it's really cool. Looking back now, do you still have some things that you really want to do and you didn't do it yet and you're regretting it and you're gonna do it, or you're just...
You mean in this country?
No, but in general, in life. Maybe, okay, not seeing a jaguar, but like something...
Like skydiving is something that I would love to try.
Okay.
And you?
To be honest, I actually do everything I want. Maybe with a little bit of delay, but I'm on my way of doing everything that I was dreaming of. So probably in this year I will accomplish everything, and then everything, every time you get a new dream, new goal you want to achieve. So
yeah, but you don't have like a clear bucket list with things written down.
I do have, but I know that I will do it, so I have no regrets.
Okay.
Because it's not like I still have, hopefully if I don't die too soon, I still have 60 years to go. So
yeah, try not to get eaten by a jaguar.
Or like get bitten by a snake or something.
Yeah.
That's more problematic. Okay, cool. Do you have any also other plans or other hobbies that you want to do when you come back?
To the Netherlands? When I go back? Not really, not that much. I'd like to win a challenge on this thing called waarnemer.nl.
Okay, what is
Which is
that?
where sometimes they have like challenges. For example, last time they had a rare bees, and then you can just go outside with the app with your phone, and then like if you spot a bee, you take a picture of it because it helps with monitoring. It's kind of like a civilian initiative.
Yeah. Science. How is it called? Civilian science, something like that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You want to there's a challenge you can win?
Yeah, there's challenges, and you can get like stickers on the app for them.
Okay.
So if you spot the most rare bees, then you get on the leaderboard higher.
Nice. Any last words that you want to say for the the listeners, or yeah, you just think that we forgot?
Just come to Costa Rica, get used to the humidity and the weather, the rain. But it's a very beautiful country despite all these things that maybe is. Yeah.
I also agree. So, okay, thank you.
Well, thank you for having me.
Thank you for joining, and see you next time. Bye.
Buenas noches.
Ahoy. Okay, Bram, thank you for responding to the invitation for the podcast Spark. First, I wanted to start with a little introduction. So, can you maybe please tell us something about yourself?
Yes, of course. Like you said, my name is Bram. I'm from the Netherlands. I am a filmmaker, and that's also why I'm here right now in Costa Rica. And yeah, I've been doing filmmaking for the last 3 years, and mainly nature documentaries, and like nature-related movies, stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you were here 3 years ago, right?
Yeah, 3 years ago.
Work with Nature project.
Yeah, I was here for 5 months at the time.
Oh, okay.
And did my thesis here for my studies at the time. Yeah.
Master thesis or
no, bachelor's.
Bachelor, okay.
Yeah, I've never done a master's, so after that I was done basically.
Okay, but it wasn't related to biology, right?
No, I mean, no, not really. No, it wasn't like research on plants or animals and stuff like that. It was more like the community. So we interviewed people in the village to see how they perceived the foundation. So work with nature. Do they know what's going on? Do they know, what they're doing here? How does it affect them? Have they had good interactions with like tourists or bad ones?
Yeah.
And
what were the results like? Sure, I know it's like a long thesis, but still.
Yeah, I mean, generally people were positive about work with nature being here. I don't think I ever spoke with someone who was like, I don't like them. But then there's like a bias thing here because I'm the person interviewing. They all know I work with the foundation, so they probably won't say. And the ones that really don't like didn't respond maybe to my question if they wanted to get interviewed, you know?
Okay.
So that's the thing in the research. But yeah, the people I spoke were happy that there was stuff going on here in the village, you know, more because of the foundation. And people also said there's like been a mentality shift a little bit about nature sometimes. So
how does that mentality shift? How did they see it?
For example, they're saying with snakes, for example, they're saying they used to kill them a lot, and now they know Martin is here, and now they call him to ask to pick up the snake, or they, you know, nature for them, they often said it's just a thing that's there, and it's nice, but it's just there. And now a lot of people come here and like, whoa, and then, you know, they start looking as well, and they're like, oh yeah, it's actually really nice. So I've heard some people say that. So
okay.
Yeah.
Usually when we live with something all our lives, we don't really recognize it.
Yeah.
Like somebody when, let's say from Europe, when comes here, they're like, whoa, everything is new, everything is interesting.
Yeah, exactly. So that probably helps give like a new sense to your own like world as well a little bit. So
were you satisfied with the results and overview of the project?
I think so. I mean, for me it was really interesting to go in the village and talk to all these people. But like I said, it would be, if you really would want to know like the impact of a foundation on the community, it's probably best if you have someone he's like apart from the foundation and
neutral person.
Yeah, or maybe a Costa Rican, you know, because I asked a lot about tourism, how they perceive tourism. That was like the main thing, like how they perceive ecotourism in their village. But it's hard to say I don't like tourists to a tourist, you know. So that was
true. That
yeah, I think. But I wrote it in my research. But for me, it was a nice experience, and it was also interesting to see because I asked like, oh, have you ever spoken to a tourist or someone from like a foreign country, and they would say no, this is the first time. So that's also like an interesting interaction, I guess. Yeah.
But a lot of them, like when we go to, let's say in the bar or for ice cream, they also talk to us. So some of them probably do.
Yeah. Some more than others. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah,
we went to
of course.
every corner of the village because it's kind of like stretched out.
Yeah.
And the further you get from here, like the base, the less people really know what's going on. So,
Cool.
yeah.
How would you say that this coming here for 5 months changed you? How did it impact you?
Well, I'm not sure. I mean, it made me at the time quite relaxed, you know, because you're just outside for 5 months basically.
Yeah.
I mean, even if you're inside, you're outside, sort of thing. So I really like that kind of way of living. And yeah, I started here with filmmaking a little bit, I would say. I did an internship before that where I really started, but I picked it up here as well. And I guess it also sort of made me realize even more that that's what I want to do.
Nice.
So in that sense, it actually changed me quite a bit.
What was the first experience? Where was it?
It was an internship for a Dutch television show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Also 5 months. So it was the other part of the school year, basically.
And you started with like proper gear filming or just...
No, just well, I had like an old camera basically, and I used to just go by myself in nature a lot, just for fun. And then I wrote an email to this Dutch television show, which is like, we only really have one nature television show, and this is like the main one. So I was just like, fuck it, let's try it, you know, I'll see what happens. And I wrote them an email, and they were saying, oh, you emailed us a week before we wanted to put a job thing out about an internship. So eventually they just talked to me and they went for it without talking to any other people.
Perfect.
So that was for me good timing, I guess.
Nice.
But we're very lucky.
And how you are now here for what reason? Again, after 3 years?
Yeah, again, to make a documentary, like a short one. So Matthijs, who's the co-founder together with Maarten, he basically texted me like, hey, how would you feel about coming back and making a short movie or something? And we didn't really know what it was going to be at first, but pretty soon we were like, yeah, we don't want it to be like a promotion clip where it's all like great, but more like an actual documentary. So
Okay.
that's the plan.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And how is it working so far?
Very good, actually. I'm quite pleased. I mean, the documentary is about Gerald. He's a local guide here, and he texted me when I was in the Netherlands that he was quite nervous and things like that, which I completely understand because it's nerve-wracking to be in front of camera and stuff.
Yeah.
But he's doing even better than I thought he would. So yeah, he's very helpful. He wants to do. He's like, yeah, we can do it again, and just tell me when I'm doing something wrong. But it's actually going very natural for him.
Perfect.
I think. So, and that was like the main thing I guess I was worried about. But it's perfect.
Nice.
Yeah.
And for how long are you gonna stay now?
So I've been here for I guess a short week now.
Yeah.
And I'll be here for 2 more. Yeah. So 3 weeks in total. So it's kind of a short time for a movie normally, but you know, we're getting cooked for and stuff like that, so we can spend a lot of time on it.
Really focus on it.
Exactly.
Right?
And also prepared some like plans in the Netherlands, and because I've been here before, I had an idea of where I wanted to film and stuff like that. Because normally with movies, there's like a whole research phase, you know, like people go to like locations and they check out the sites. How's the lighting? How's this? How's that? But here, yeah, it's just I've been here, so I kind of knew already a little bit.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And you're doing this is your job, right? Basically, you're here as a.
Yeah.
You're working.
I'm working. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how did you find out that you love filmmaking? You said that you did 2 internships, but how did you know that this was the?
I don't know. It's kind of funny because when I was really young, I always wanted to be a wildlife cameraman.
Yeah.
But like taking pictures. That was my dream because I thought, well, I can just look for animals and travel the world. It seemed like the ideal thing. But then it kind of went away because I thought it was like unrealistic and stuff. But I always took pictures just for fun, for myself. And then I think I don't know if it was like, maybe it was, no, it wasn't COVID, it was before that, but there was at some point I was like, oh, maybe I can try filmmaking, because I've always watched a lot of documentaries, like throughout my life, nature documentaries. And I was like, oh, maybe I'll just try it a little bit, see how it goes. And yeah, I didn't really hear about people doing it in the Netherlands, like wildlife filmmaking. So I thought I'd try it, and yeah, through the internship, I came into the industry a little bit. But like the amount of wildlife filmmakers in the Netherlands is like, you can count them on two hands almost.
The people that actually do it.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So you really picked the right niche.
Yeah, I guess so. It's a very niche thing, but it's also hard because there's not that many jobs, and these people all want the same. But at the same time, you do know about all these projects, and you get to know people quickly, and yeah.
So Matthias knew that you were doing that, so that's why he called you.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice.
So that's how it happened.
It got connected.
Yeah.
And what are the plans for the future? Do you have any goals, plans?
Yes. I mean, I have a lot of, I guess, just keep doing what I'm doing in a way, but yeah, have it be more, I guess. This is my first international job as a filmmaker, so I would like to do more of those. But it's also the first one I'm like directing, I do like everything basically. So instead of just being the camera person, I also think of the storyline, do the editing, so yeah, all those things.
Do you like doing it all, or you prefer which part of the
I
thing?
like doing it all. I think I would in the future like to make my own movies, but always in combination with the other one as well, because it's also really nice to just have a specific assignment and go out and do it,
It's a no-brainer, right?
Yeah, and it's very clear on what you're gonna do. But when you're doing it yourself, you're constantly like, oh, is this like the right way to do it? Is this like, it's a bit, yeah. I think it's nice to have the combination, probably.
And would you say that you're happy with current life path that you took?
Yeah. It's definitely about the path I took. I think there's still a lot more cool things to come, I hope. And every time I'm like out in nature with a camera, I'm enjoying myself. So if I can do that to make a living, then it's perfect.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Nice. I'm happy for you.
Thank you.
What would you say maybe to a person that wants to do something similar or has a goal and they're maybe scared to try it, or I don't know, they have some obstacles that they can overcome, but
yeah, I guess well, like you said, like how the internship got connected to now being a job, like sometimes something doesn't seem like a step up for something, but it actually is, like every person you meet or every little thing you do, like even make like a short thing yourself with your phone, like every little thing is kind of moving towards it, but you don't see it until you're there. So just try your best whenever you're doing something, and then it kind of just seems to narrow down to where it needs to go or something. That's what I've experienced.
Cool.
Yeah.
But you were always doing something that you loved, right?
Yeah, exactly. And it yeah, that's what I've chased always. And it's always been slightly different, but the main thing, and that's like being in nature, that was always the center of it. I've just tried different ways to get there, but this is now the way, and it's working. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Did you want to maybe say something else that we might forgot, or like would you add something else?
No, I think that's it.
Cool. Thank you for the nice encouragement.
Yeah.
And for the nice talk.
Yeah, you too.
And I wish you all the best with the film. I can't wait to see it.
Yeah. Me
and
too.
I was
I'm
also
very
really
curious.
enjoying it, so
Hey.
ahoy. So thank you for that.
Yeah, of course. Thank you as well.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.